Welcome back, my good friends. There is no time to waste. Let's get to work. What was the last good meal you had? What made it special? Was it more the food, the people you ate with, or something else? My good person. Every meal is excellent because my wife makes it so. Not because she may have cooked it, though she often does, but because her company is a blessing, and I will never stop being thankful for it. Thank you for this brief time in which thank you for giving me the opportunity to reflect on how terribly happy I am to have her in my life. Have a great day. Have a great day. Oh wait, not yet. Everybody must have a sticker. That's right. We have new beautiful stickers. Here you go. I am Little Astronaut Man. Enjoy your little letter. You're welcome, dear postal friend. I know that you bork out sometimes and you have a really difficult moment at the post office where all bad things happen. But I know you try your best. Do you have any advices on how to prevent burnout? I can't see a therapist for a year, even if I really need one at the moment. And I get overwhelmed with work easily, which affect my mood and emotions a lot. I get exhausted emotionally until I snap. This seems like a first world problem. Let me move on. I recently cut off my friends because they just stopped talking to me. I don't know what I want to do with my life, and I'm in the worst depressive episode of my life. Any kind and encouraging words would be appreciated. Dear Whiffle, I would like to recommend a dictionary. I recently cut off my friends because they just stopped talking to me completely. Dear good person, it seems life is rough inside your head at the moment. You don't really have a way to solve these problems you're having, but I hope you do. My only advice is to try and open up instead of closing down. Nobody can help a princess. Now, this is a little too specific. Nobody can help a man in need inside. Let's say a person. It could be a lady. It could be a guy. It could be a child. Help a person in need if they are inside an impenetrable fortress. It's best to be accessible and vulnerable and risk getting hurt instead of closing the door on everyone and risk never making a connection that could have changed your life forever. This is very vapid, but they did ask for vapid encouragement. I think I provided slightly more than that, so I think this should be pretty decent pick me up. My English is not good, but I'll try my best. I feel like I'm so worthless to my family. My friend hate me. I don't know why. I just want someone to understand. My dear Maurice, my good person. It's okay not to be good at English. You know more than one language, and that's more than most of the world can say. Be proud of your progress, accomplishments. Perhaps the hatred you perceive is a mere misunderstanding. Perhaps all you need to do is open yourself up, open up to those around you. Explain yourself and have honest conversations that may bridge the gap between you and those you wish you could love. Best of luck, my good friend. You're not really a good friend, you're a stranger on the internet. My fellow human being. Here, have a Captain Nonsense to cheer you up. Hopefully this will help you. All that matters is to make a connection to somebody else. That's all that matters. I had a mental breakdown a few days ago and I haven't bounced back fully. I am afraid to tell anyone it happened. I'm shaking and crying. Everything scares me. I can't tell my family. They will mock me, like always. Poor Tyrone. Dear good person. That's not the way I usually start. My good person. When those around you are unable, let's say that later. Actually, let's start that later so I don't forget it. When those around you are truly unable, there you go. There you go. It's easy to discount those around us when seeking help for our troubles. But maybe all you need is to make a sincere, heartfelt effort. Of course, to convey the seriousness of the matter. Of course, I don't know. Let's simply leave it at that. When those around you are truly unable to help you, maybe you can find solace in the words of a stranger. You may find a friend who's willing to listen out there on the internet. This game itself has quite a few resources you could try if your loved ones truly are incapable of understanding. This feels slightly downtrodden, but I think it's also realistic. If nothing else, you can resort to caffeinated drugs. Maybe that will help you out. The deer takes the missive away. Another person perhaps helped by our influence. I'm trying to help my parents by running the Twitter for the non-profit they started, but I don't seem to be having a lot of luck getting traction with the photos and videos I post. It's been kind of discouraging. What can I do? Leave Twitter forever. It is a dumpster fire. My girlfriend of 3 years recently let me know she wanted to end the relationship. The future doesn't look too bright for me right now. I just want to sleep. Oh, Arthur. My good person. heartbreak will never stop. One being one of the most, what is the word that I'm looking for? Harrowing challenges of life. Take solace in the fact that the majority of all the people around you perhaps not exactly, know what it's like, and look at them and understand that it too, such things always pass. It sucks right now. I know it does. But hold on. Keep going. And eventually, you will form another connection. You had a girlfriend. If you have especially since you've had a girlfriend already, it means, why wouldn't it happen again? This is a difficult concept to express without it sounding flippant. I want to express that, hey, you're able to make this connection with somebody. It sucks that it didn't work out this time around. But if you can do it once, you can do it as many times as you need. You did it once. After all, you can make a meaningful connection again. Perhaps one that will last the rest of your life. Master Astronaut Nonsense approves of this message. Let's send it out and embrace the wonders that might come from mutual understanding between humans. Let's take a break. Someone sent their snack for the letter you wrote. Another kitten plunk sticker. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you appreciate me. Let's send some thoughts to the ether, much as they come to us. Even servers that crash deserve to be loved. Never more beautiful words were spoken. Let's see. Let's see some words of wisdom. Regret is like a chimp. Perched on your back. Turn around, hug that chimp, and kiss it in the mouth. Pope Francis. A well-known quote from one of the more successful popes of late. I hope that somebody appreciates this amazing bit of wisdom, and somebody else, maybe their days will be brightened. Let's go back to work. It's very important. I'm a kid and have a disease that I would rather not say. It's not deadly, but it's painful. I feel like I don't have any good traits that make people want to hang out with me. I think there's just friends with me because of pity. What should I do? My good person. My good young person. Make it a little bit more personal. My good young person. It seems this is only your own, let's see, it seems your own insecurities are getting in the way of enjoying the company of the people that want to spend time with you. Please learn. That's a little patronizing. Please focus on the fact that these people are around you because they want to. And they are choosing to give their time to not your enjoyment, not to you personally. They're choosing to give their time. It's not entertainment. They're choosing to spend? I've already said that. Please focus on the fact that these people are around you because they want to, and they are choosing to give their time to you. If you let them know, if you try to make their time enjoyable by expressing how much that means to you, perhaps with I know how to say this. You can express how much that means to you by having a great time and simply enjoying yourself. That will be the best reward you could give them. For friends, because those who love you. It's difficult to phrase this in the space that I got. The people that love you, the thing that they enjoy the most is to see you happy. Because the one thing that your loved ones want most is to How about we simply delete this sentence right here? The one thing that your loved ones want most is to see you happy. Perhaps a little trite, but it's a child. It doesn't know all the tropes and nonsense that people get told all the time. I think this is a reasonable way of assaulting that question. Let's move on to the next person that maybe we can give a little bit of respite from the demons inside their heads. I have a great day with a friend and her sister with kids at a fair. But now that I have returned home, I feel restless and depressed again. I want to sleep and be well, or to scream out to my friends, but I feel as if my throat is closed. Seems like a deep-seated problem that I could not possibly solve. Looking at the news, these truly seem like the last days. There's so much injustice and suffering in this world, and while I'm so privileged not to be too hurt by it, it sucks that I'm powerless to change it. I just want to see more kindness going around. This is a very easy reply that we can do. This is something that we have already kind of said. Zoe, my good person. We're going to kind of paraphrase the same thing that we've already said, but this is a message that I think it bears repeating. It's so easy to see the ugly in the world out there. With phones and computers and TVs spewing negativity. Things we're powerless change. But look back. Look back at history. Look back 100, again the exact same thing, 500 years, 100 years, and realize things were so much worse. Humanity improves with every decade. It may not seem so to be so, but humanity improves with every decade. Life gets a little better for every generation We can't do much in a general context, but if we improve, but our power lies in the good we can do for those around us. I like to shorten this to also convey the message of be the part of that positive trend. And that seems to be so, but humanity improves with every decade. Let's see if we can delete this. And it may be heading towards something truly remarkable. Our power lies in the good that we can do for those around us. Be part of that positivity. Oh well, that's good enough. That's good enough. And here's a little bit of koala for you to feel like you have smiled upon this message. Maybe this will fall in deaf ears. It's very easy to discard such messages, but maybe this is a message that will reach the person's heart and change their outlook. It's very important. It's important to reach somebody's heart with kindness. I really want to meet someone special. I'm a bisexual male, and I've dated 2 girls in the past 3 years, and I'm really wanting to date a guy. I don't know, I'm incredibly lonely and don't know what to do. Homosexuality is sin, and you are going to hell. I think I have a crush on one of my friends, but they don't swing my way. That was a joke. Reply to this person. My good person. I don't have personal experience, but I've had some conversations about this, and the gay dating pool is truly challenging. Some people go for the first gay person they meet because it's so hard to find a kindred spirit in that sense. These days, though, with how connected we can be through the internet, it's not so hard. Get on one of those dating apps for same-sex individuals and see if you can make a connection. Not Tinder or Grindr, though. That's for hookups. You don't want a hookup. You don't want to get AIDS. You want to make an actual connection and have a meaningful time. Maybe with a homosexual whale. There you go. Another nice answer to a nice person. I think I have a crush on one of my friends, but they don't swing my way. My good friend. With a bit of rope and some drugs, you can make anyone swing your way. Ha ha ha. That is only a joke. Please, don't sexually assault your friends. That it will be a very bad form. My good person. That is unfortunate, but I'm going to tell you what you already know. Don't try anything weird. Weird can be interpreted like I'm judging them, like it's weird to be, it's weird to be homosexual. So let's rephrase that as something a little bit more accepting of that, because that's exactly the kind of tone that I want to have. Don't try anything overt. Don't try anything overt. if you value the friendship. Let it be. There's plenty of human-shaped fish in the sea. Ah, that's way too trite even for me. Let it be. Especially if you're sure about their sexuality. You don't want to make a friend feel like they have to be on guard around you, or like they are disappointing you simply for the way they are. Don't be sad. You can't have a romantic relationship. Be happy you have a friend. Our friend the astronaut has now become gay for this. Maybe he will be making connection with astronaut super butthole. Sometimes the hardest things in life are the ones we forget the easiest. This is not a problem at all. Please don't clutter my mailbox with known problems. I'm a professional gamer and I have problems with keeping my focus all of the time. I just snap out of for a second and my performance goes downhill. This makes me tilt and blame myself. How can I keep my cool and stop having brain blackouts? This is an extremely specific question that you should ask your manager or somebody that really knows what they're doing in this field. It is a very difficult thing to answer for a lay person like myself. I'm scared of connecting with people. I used to be a not nice person and have been trying to for a long time to work on self-betterment. I just don't know if I'm allowed to connect after some of the pain I caused. My good person. Unless you are a murderer or otherwise convicted of a terrible crime, you are not beyond redemption. Violent. How about unless you are convicted of a terrible crime? Terrible crime. You're not beyond redemption. Even prisoners eventually get released. Even truly awful prisoners eventually get released back into the public if they did their time and kept their noses clean. That's a little too casual, but it's fine. It's good enough. Even truly awful prisoners eventually get released and back into the public if they did their time and kept their noses clean. Your fear. Every person on earth deserves, every kind person on earth deserves the happiness brought by a meaningful relationship. If you're afraid to be hurt, you only need to push past it. Because nothing's gained. Gained if nothing's risked. If you're afraid of hurting others, perhaps professional counseling can help. No one can escape their nature. I don't think that's a good message. There you go. That's good enough. I feel a little bad about this one. It's not very insightful, but maybe a little bit of caffeine will help you out. Maybe that will be good enough to get you through another day. Is it just me, or does everything seem to be centered around money? If we look at anything from toys to even medicine, everything needs money. Have we humans been conditioned to think that money is happiness? My good person. It's a simple fact of life. The money solves most problems. And while it doesn't guarantee happiness, it sure helps bring it along. But to focus on money alone is to deny humanity. That's a little too smelling my own farts kind of thing. That's a little too hiddly-piddly. It is a little too full of myself. But to focus on money alone is to miss what makes life worth living. Yeah, money matters a lot. But without human connections, no amount of money can bring to your heart the sort of happiness born of meaningful human connections. Let's see if I am missing any kind of question or idea that he's expressing. Quentin, is it just me, or does everything seem to be centered on money? We look at anything from toys to even medicine, everything needs money. Have we humans been conditioned to think that money is happiness? Having more money is not a bad goal. It's just the resource we need to live. It's only a means to an end. There you go. That's good enough. How about even a kitten? I would like to express that it's not just humans. Like, if you form a very deep connection to a dog, that's worth more than $1 million freaking dollars, you know? But this is good enough. There you go. The whale doesn't care about money. All she cares about is plankton. I think that's a very important thought. Let me go back and send a thought into. Oh, thanks for the letter. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, my good friends. Send a nice thing. Let's say a nice thing. This is a very, very deep thought that we have expressed without even thinking. The whale doesn't need money to be happy. All she wants is plankton. I think that's how it's expressed. It's how it's spelled. This is a famous quote by Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees, a philosopher of our times, unfortunately always confused with Friday the 13th star. I think we are going to call it a day today. We have expressed enough happiness and kindness to those around us. Perhaps this also reached you in some way. And remember, we need you in this world, so don't leave us.